Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and we're doing a side-by-side comparison of the maximum settings you can push in the game. So if you look here, I'm just changing them up to Ultra, but I'm using SMA ×4 super sampling anti-aliasing. Now, we originally did this test, and you can see on the left the GTX 1080 Ti really struggled to even get close to 30 frames per second. As you can see on the right, the RTX 2080 Ti is easily surpassing 30 frames per second. So in real terms, you've got to look at it this way. The GTX 1080 Ti, it was pretty much unplayable. It was kind of like a slideshow at that point, whereas on the RTX 2080 Ti, it's moved over 30 frames per second, which makes it very playable indeed. I mean, that's the kind of level that you'd expect from a console game, and that's quite acceptable for console gaming, so therefore it's acceptable to play it on PC without it being a slideshow. So that's pretty interesting results. And as you can see here, the gains here are a lot more than the sort of 10, 15, 20% that we've been getting in some of the other games. So that's quite interesting. Now I have to say as well that my recording setup is exactly the same here. I'm using the same Shadowplay recording with the same bit rate, so that's kind of having an effect on both systems. All of the hardware is exactly the same, so it's definitely a like-for-like situation. So both are performing at their optimal on my particular setup. Now I know my CPU is a bit old now, I need to upgrade that, but they're both suffering from that CPU, and so yeah, that gives you a good idea of what to expect then from the differences between running the game on its most highest setting to comparing them with the RTX 2080 Ti and the GTX 1080 Ti. I mean, my maths might be off, but we're getting over 10 frames per second more. So at something like at 24 frames per second, to me that's almost the third 30% gain over the GTX 1080 Ti, if my math is correct there, on average, which is not bad. Remember, SMA ×4 really canes the resources, and that's why it's chugging, but you get the point. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, and then you can compare the results at the end of the video. I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching. It's been an interesting test.